I strongly agree that the UK ban on using assisted reproductive technology for sex selection should be lifted. As we know that the expectation for a specific sex for one's children will bring advantages in terms of the way the children are being treated and so on. For example, if a couple got married and they are having children, what that pop up in their mind initially is sex selection for the children. First of all, by being able to choose the particular sex for their children, parents will love their children even more, and the children themselves will receive love, warmness, and also carefulness from the parents along their life track. Also, the reliance on technology could assist people to be more satisfied because that is the major objective that technology was created and being developed from day to day. It is a major objective that it is a key to prevent and intervene the peak of overpopulation in UK. As we know that UK consists of 64 million people according to the World Bank. Moving on to my next point, as born, sickness, and even death is all nature, and we can't go against nature. By using reproductive technology, it means that people are being racist in terms of against human rights. And it is the fact that both men and women can be the backbone of society, they can be the president of the UK, they can be the leader, and they also can make contribution for their family, society, and also the whole country alone. Similarly, by considering sex as a choosable choice, how can UK be so developed compared to the EU, known as European Union? For example, Malala Yousafzai, a 16-year-old Pakistani girl who won the Nobel Peace Prize recently, she was once shot in the head just for demanding for the equality in education. If she wasn't born a girl, so would there be a revolution of education? And the answer would be a big fat no. In contrast, as I've mentioned above, because of this freedom of choice, UK's living condition will be improved and will be more stabilized in terms of education, economic, and other cores of UK's development. For example, we can raise Singapore as a good example. Singapore is a country that is a size of Phnom Penh city, but why Singapore is so outstanding among all those ASEAN countries? Because of their higher level of education and also being the first place in economic in the ASEAN community. Therefore, by choosing a preferred sex for their children, those UK citizens will gain more confidence to raise them up, to educate them, to provide them, and importantly, to treat them well on everything. That is undeniable that it's people nature, because in your family, your mother or your father will love your brother more, or even love you more than them. It's a total bias that consists in your parent heart. It's undeniable. So, last but not least, this concept will play a significant role for UK in order to reduce or elevate the blossoming rate of abortion. In conclusion, I still strongly believe that it is the right thing that the ban of using assisted reproductive technology in UK should be diminished. We are thinking about long-term advantages rather than the short-term. And let people have their freedom of the choice and make this a better place for the human race. If we don't make changes now, then when? Thank you.
Thank you. I would like to invite the judges for asking a question.
As a matter of policy, things like the Chinese one-child rule has led to significantly more males in the population than females. And this leads to things like people not giving birth to enough children. When a country's total fertility rate drops, then there's not enough people in the future generation in a country to do things like boost the economy and have enough people to support the kind of development that needs to happen in the country. Even in the UK, people are able to choose which sex children that they want, and there is a decrease in population. Won't it have a negative economic harm as well?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think that regarding this question, I would say that it is will be given a negative impact for the UK. But in UK, people don't like more consider as choosing a boy or a girl rather than like Chinese people. They're gonna choose boy as their children. And it is biologically proved that men's brain capacity is better than women. So men can be a best part to boost up the economic rates. Thank you. Yeah.
I tend to agree with you. Personally, I think my parents like the dog better. But
seriously?
But I am concerned about freedom of choice because I believe in equal rights. And I believe it should be the parents or the mother who decides if they want to have a boy or girl or just take what comes. So I don't believe that the government should get involved. Now I want to know if you believe that governments should get involved, should they control the freedom of choice?
I think this will be more of a responsibility for the government because it is something that related to the technology, and the government will play like they are the leader to all of those choices. But it is important that they should control, or they don't let things that like technology to be overreacted because it can give a lot of negative impact in the future. Thanks.